wonder what we'll find out there this time.
Most likely Zoogles, I would reckon.
I mean, other than them.
Right, here goes! You're mine!
In the soil. Awaken and I shall ensure you survive this.
Dragon Shell!
Searing Flame!
On your knees!
Searing Flame of
Dragon
Terror!
Water!
Poison Spear! Here's evil!
Dragon
Flame
Sword!
Flame! Immobilize that one!
Indeed. That does seem...
Wise. Now let's turn the tide.
Hurricane!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! First strike! I'll blind you with the stuff!
Any injuries? I guess camping isn't so bad, as long as it's with good company.
This place is rather gloomy.
Why don't you lighten the mood for us while we're here then?
I'll see what I can do. See what you've got.
Here's evil! Flame Blazer!
Damn it! Too much! Time to let it rip! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Benediction light.
Picture of hell!
Your lordship? And will you lay down your life for your lord?
Well, I mean, hey, let's not be hasty.
Struck!
Solo dance!
Struck! Aqua! You're mine!
Eat this!
Time to kiss time!
Getting started. Tectonic punch! Now, who will be my...
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action! Yes, I'm getting stronger!
Care to put that claim to the test?
I'd love to, but I got this thing. steel, though fleet of foot. Actually, perhaps bound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
Start up!
Lunar
Electric
Corruption!
deity!
One not done! Hurricane Flood! Rising Falcon!
Radiant Spear!
Take it!
I'm out of ammo! Back into the fray!
Everlasting dark. Negative gate.
Onward! You're mine! I'm not
It's
done!
over! Astral energy! Full throttle!
Don't get complacent.
As I recall, there's a recipe we've yet to try.
Yeah, this is the last ingredient we need.
Then let's go ahead and prepare it.
Whew. I don't sense any more enemies.
We should be able to cook here.
I got a little banged up back there. Shion, could you help me?
Of course. Let's have a look.
You two have come a long way. When you first met, you could barely stand each other.
Come here, sweetie. There you go. Very good. Yes, that's a good boy.
Shion? What are you doing over there all by yourself?
Oh! Alvin? It's not what it looks like. This is How much did you see?
You were waving your hand back and forth and muttering something.
What? So you were watching the whole time? How could you?
I'm sorry. Is it that upsetting?
It's a matter of privacy, Alphen. There's no excuse for peeping. But Shion, it's nothing to be ashamed of. I've done similar things myself.
You too?
Sure. Like sometimes when I'm fishing by myself, I'll imagine I'm sharing the catch with you all.
Doesn't that mean Kisara was peeping too?
Yes, you understand. Since we were all traveling together for so long, it was easy to get used to everyone being so close.
So then when they aren't there anymore, it can make you do strange things.
I actually tried a variety of other fluffy things as a stand-in, but it just wasn't the same.
Of course, that's a different thing entirely.
What are you two talking about?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Oh, I get it. That was practice for petting Hoot. If you like the little guy that much, why don't you just ask Rinwell if you can take care of him for a while?
That's not what we mean at all. You just don't understand.
You have a long way to go, Alphen.
What?
So, did you two want to pet Hoodle? What do you say, Hoodle? Would it be all right?
Really? All right. Here goes. It's finished. Hopefully the others like it.
Thanks to you, I was able to rest easy.
Huh?
What's the matter, Law?
It's just weird how quiet it is.
Are you sure? Isn't this how it normally is?
Usually there's a little more going on, like building and repairing houses and stuff. But there's none of that.
Now that you mention it, you're right. Did they halt the repairs or something?
Well, if it isn't the Blazing Sword, and Law too.
Just call me Alphen.
But that's no way to speak to our hero and savior.
Hey, what's going on? It looks like the construction's on hold.
It is. Is that why you're here?
No, I was just wondering. Mind explaining?
You know how the Crimson Crows are in charge of reconstruction? Well, they've been busy lately. Which means the repairs on my house are taking forever. My family's tired of waiting so long. We could make some progress if we at least had materials, but those damn Zoogles.
So you want us to do something about that?
Yes! You can find what we need in the Iglia Wastes. Should be a cakewalk for a hero, right?
Talk about getting carried away.
I guess this is what heroes do now.
Alphen.
Still, we can't ignore this. Come on.
Something's bothering you again.
People rely on us because we're heroes. We just drop everything to help them because it's expected of us. Is that really the way it should be?
Life seems to be improving for these people. Even their clothes are higher quality.
They're still not as well off as some other places, but they're getting there.
Looks like someone needs our help.
Good grief, you're such a softie. Fine, let's go ask them what they want.
You're pretty caring yourself when it comes down to it, Xion. Or maybe Alphen's rubbed off on you.
The Iglia Wastes haven't changed. Still nothing but Zoogles living here.
Not to be rude, but it's not exactly the sort of place I'd want to live anyway. I won't forgive you!
Here I come!
Eat this! Spirits within the soil. Awaken and wreak havoc!
Swallow Blade!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop me! Remind me to stay on your good side.
Thank you, Dohalim. The fight is easier with fewer enemies.
We must take our steps one at a time. Yes?
Granted, I'll follow your lead. These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content. Ice tornado! Law, get toasty!
Bird strike!
Those bombs of yours are amazing!
Who needs a gun when you can send them flying?
We've got all the ingredients for that recipe now!
Great! I'll let you cook then.
Wait, what?
The design of this equipment is... It's really interesting.
You must really like it, Alphen.
Huh? Is that what we're looking for? Guess I misread.
Let's see what you've got.
Come and face me! Ignite! Try harder!
Annihilation! Hear me!
Blazing Flame! Swallow Blade!
It's almost too strong.
Cut it open! Be my guest. We can smash through them.
Don't gotta tell me!
Don't let up until they're down.
Wouldn't dream of it.
The heavens must be smiling.
Hey, it's that ingredient.
Yeah, the one for that recipe.
You always have an eye for food.
I heard Calaglia's climate became milder after the worlds merged. But this is...
It has only become milder in comparison to before. If it were to coming through!
Here I go!
I'll take you all off. No escape.
To the abyssal deep!
Here I come.
Freeze and go for the weak point!
Hurricane Thrust.
Do it!
Here.
Let me help. Where are you going?
Crescent flash! That's much better.
Here's a healing arc!
Take it.
Here I go!
Here I come. I'll smash you. Swords all fired up.
Bestow that nuclear burst!
Far enough!
Let's finish this! Kizara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Bestow thy mystic
Picture
burst!
of hell!
First strike.
That freaking does it!
I owe you.
Thanks, Shion.
It's not the first time.
And I'm still grateful.
Watch it! Negative gate!
Hurricane Thrust. Tear.
Hurricane
Thrust.
Awaken and breathe fire!
Hurricane Thrust.
Annihilation!
I lost myself in the heat of the moment. This has got your name on them!
Blast the dark. Air pressure.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
So that didn't go as planned.
We must consider well if this is the right path.
I can't wait to start making our meal.
Ooh, we having something new to eat?
Yep, now that we have all the ingredients.
What's this thing? What's this thing?
I shall ensure you survive this. On your knees.
I'll stop its tongue!
Thanks, Kisara.
Is there
In the
defense?
sky, it's mine. Glad you have your uses.
I'll show you how useful I can be!
I'll heal you all.
I'll take it! My turn! Thanks! Swallow Blade! Orochi Fury!
Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning strike!
I'm ready.
Here's evil! Breeze Lancer!
I wonder if I'm as strong as my dad was.
One day I think you'll...
Everything we need is here.
Hopefully this will help the reconstruction start again.
You're lost in your thoughts again.
It was probably the blazing sword they needed, not me.
People who know you see you.
We all have a hard time with the discrepancy between our true self and the impression others have of us. But I doubt such knowledge will help you feel any better right now.
Hey, why don't we go back to Ulzebek? There's no point in staying here anyway.
Right. Let's go.
We might not be as bad as Alphen, but I feel like we're taking on too many requests.
We're helping people with their problems. There's nothing wrong with that.
I guess.
Back, are ya? How did it go?
Not bad. That should be all taken care of.
Oh, wow, that's great! I knew I could count on the blazing sword. Thank you, I really appreciate it.
The blazing sword until the bitter end, huh? I wonder what he would have done if I'd turned him down.
Well, I guess he probably would have been disappointed that you couldn't help him.
But I can't help everyone. It's like I'm doomed to fail them. Sometimes I think Volron was right. Is this my only choice? Drop everything every time someone needs help? Is that even me anymore? I talk to Nazimir like I'm some sort of role model. But look at me. What future?
Alphen,
I knew it would be like this if I came to the city. Why did I agree to come?
Alphen, why did you save me? Was it just because you were a hero?
No, of course not. That's not it. I just...
You chose to fight because you had a reason, right? Regardless of what that reason may have been. Don't forget that you have friends. That there are people who can help guide you. That's part of the reason why I wanted you to come here with me. It's because I wanted to help remind you of that fact. From what I remember, there should be someone in this city who can help you in ways that the rest of us can't.
The Crimson Crows? No, not them. Doc. Right. Doc. Oh yeah, Doc's living in Olzebek now. You're looking good, Doc.
You aren't looking too good yourself, though. I'd been wondering when you'd show up. So, what is it? I don't know what you're struggling with, but just spit it out. That's the reason you've come here, isn't it?
I can't keep any secrets from you, can I? So, the truth is...
I see. So everyone comes to you asking for your help.
I don't mind being relied on. I mean, I'm happy to help. It's just that...
They take it for granted because you're a hero. That must be tough. I don't blame you.
I just don't understand. Renans hate me without question, while Danans call me a hero. Who in the world am I?
We spend such a long time as slaves. In some ways, I suppose we're still trying to get free. Listen, Alphen. How many hands do you have?
Hands? Well, I have 2.
And how many things can you hold at once with those 2 hands?
Ah,
You think the blazing sword can hold hundreds or thousands of things at once just because he's a hero? Nonsense.
well,
All they see is the legend. They can't tell the difference between Alphen the person and Alphen the blazing sword. That's your real problem, isn't it? So you need to tell them. Remind them that you only have 2 hands.
are you saying I should abandon people even when they're asking for my help?
Not at all. You want to help everyone. That's a great mindset, and there's nothing wrong with it. However, in order for you to meet everyone's needs, you would have to grow 1,000 hands. No, even 1,000 wouldn't be enough. You'd still miss something, and the people would still complain. All you can do is choose what's important to you. What will you do with just those 2 hands of yours? You are the one who decides, Alphen. Not the people, not the blazing sword, but you.
I decide. I decide for myself. I do.
Mosgul is being used as housing for Renans, so we can't go in.
The Renans there must be living pretty rough.
They say it's temporary until they can relocate to Pelegion, at the very least. I hear it's been improved quite a bit since Doc and I lived there.
What's going on?
I don't know, but it's gotta be something big. That's the blazing sword, you know.
Everyone, listen. I once fought with my friends against the Renan Lords. I did so because I thought it was the way to save everyone. I always thought that I had an obligation to fight, to help those unable to fend for themselves. But I realized I was wrong. I can certainly fight to some extent, but I'm still just a human. I'm not a god or a hero.
What are you saying?
No way! You mean you're not going to help us anymore?
That's not what I'm saying. I want to do all I can, But not because I'm some hero. Not because anyone told me to. I want to do it because I choose to. Even so, there's a limit to what I can do. And that's why...
You're saying you'll be a hero who helps when you're truly needed.
Knave.
When Zephyr died, we foisted that responsibility entirely on you, rather than sharing the burden. Eventually, you'll be gone, just like Zephyr. Everyone dies in the end, whether they are a hero or not. We need to learn to fend for ourselves and not rely entirely on you, or on any individual for that matter. Am I right?
Right, exactly. I believe that is the path to real, lasting freedom. For all of us. But each and every one of you will need to work together. I'm asking for your help.
You heard him. The time for depending completely on others is over. From here on out, we have to find ways to do whatever we can on our own. As long as we work together, I'm sure we'll be fine. Go ahead and leave the rest to us. You focus on yourself. I'm sorry for burdening you with so much up until now.
Thanks.
Feeling better?
Yeah, I guess in the end, it seems I was bound by the word hero myself.
You freaked me out when you suddenly decided to talk to everyone on your own like that.
Those who depend entirely on others cannot truly call themselves free. A good lesson that we all should keep in mind.
The people here will eventually understand. I really believe that.
If everyone can learn to truly think and decide for themselves, I think they'll start seeing a lot of things differently. And hopefully, one day, they'll realize that the differences between Danins and Renins don't matter at all.
So then, now that you've decided to follow your heart, what do you want to do next, Alphen?
I want to find Nazamil. I'm not sure what she's going through, but I can't help but feel like she needs us. But first, I want to go to Niez.
Niez?
I want to speak to the people in different cities like I did in Ulzebek. I'll start with Niez. I'll start sowing the seeds in every town, so that maybe, one day...
That's quite an undertaking. Difficult for a hero, let alone one man.
Well, I guess we'll just have to lend him a hand then, won't we?
Niez it is then.
Unlike Ulzebek, both Danins and Renins live in Niez. How do you plan to start?
Good question. Do you think we should talk to people separately or together?
Separately would raise questions. I believe at the same time is better. Your travels began here, did they not?
Yes, this is where Xian and I met. Everything started with that moment.
Who knows where we'd all be right now if you two hadn't run into each other?
If I hadn't met Alphen or the rest of you... No, I don't even want to imagine what that'd be like.
Life is full of surprises, both good and bad.
That's right. When things get tough, we just have to stick together and trust that there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
I wonder how people in Niez have been doing since we left.
People often need some sort of impetus to change their ways. In that sense, I doubt much has changed.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
I think there's someone in trouble here.
Well, let's see what they have to say. I wonder if something happened.
You guys want to rest here?
It's noisy in here, isn't it?
Things should calm down a little once we're through with this place.
Optimistic as always.
An opponent like this could be easy.
Resonate with the earth! I got
One, come on! Here I come! Try harder!
Radiant light!
easy and smelling to me.
Yeah! Do it! Totally!
My turn!
Do it!
I'll finish you here and now!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet and... This is the power of our bond.
I'm so glad that I chose to entrust you with my power, Alphen.
I'll work hard to keep being worthy of your trust.
And I will too.
This should be a good place to fight.
Wow, Kisara! It's so big!
You're talking about my shield, right?
Okay, off we go.
Discourteous, aren't you?
Damn it!
Shall escape my judgment!
Here, let me help.
Swallow blade! Begin! Launch the shock!
Take this!
Start up!
They're above us. Shion, you know what to do.
It's my turn, is it? I'm on it.
Yeah!
Nice one! Amazing technique!
I didn't have the luxury of being able to hold back.
It sure didn't look like that to me.
Launch the shock!
Right!
I'm not done!
This one's on you, Kisara!
But of course.
I always feel safe when we've got you in front of us. Kisara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
You know, I think we might be getting too strong.
Yeah, I think we've got a good handle on the enemies in this area.
That's not what I mean, Alphen. Play along, would ya?
Sorry, it's hard to tell. Maybe you could give me some kind of signal next time?
Hurry it up, Alphen! Hey, you too, Lord Man!
Haste makes waste, young one.
Oh, don't even start with me on that. Come on, we're keeping everyone waiting.
He's right. Xion and Rinwell must be getting impatient with us too.
I don't believe that's the case. Look, they seem to be enjoying themselves.
It feels so comforting to just sit quietly side by side, next to each other. And being able to follow through with something you've set your mind to like that. It's dependable, you know?
Wow, you really have a soft spot for that sort of thing, don't you?
Are they talking about...
Yeesh. Kinda awkward if we butted in now, right, Alphen?
Not at all. We should say something.
No. It would be rude of us to interrupt. Let us assess the situation and choose the time to make our entrance with propriety.
You mean eavesdrop?
Personally, I really like those light, nimble movements. There's a graceful fluidity to them. And the strike that comes afterwards, it's always so cool, no matter which way you look at it.
Strike? Hold up.
For me, it's the poise I'm fond of. That dignified demeanor never seems to falter, all while staying alert and being receptive to even the most subtle shift in sounds.
Sounds.
I know. And those big, beautiful, thoughtful eyes. I keep finding myself inadvertently gazing into them.
Big, beautiful, and thoughtful?
She's right. Alphen does have beautiful eyes.
But if anyone has thoughtful eyes, it's Dohalim.
But surely Big Eyes refers to Law?
I can't wait to see Zare again.
The cat!
When I see you speaking with other Renans, they always look so happy. It's made me realize just how many people depend on you, Dohalim.
I'm glad to be able to help, but I do feel it goes a bit too far sometimes.
You can say that again. Apparently there are even some who want you to be the new ruler of the Renan people.
I suspect their minds are still trapped in the Renan mentality that the strong have an inherent right to rule and should be followed. Unfortunately for them, the reign they envision was but a fantasy, even in the old days. Going forward, they will need to face reality.
Yeah, a reality with no more lords or sovereigns.
Though there are still those enthralled by my title of former lord. I hope to see the day when they too can stand on their own two legs.
That said, I don't think people place their faith in you just because you were once a lord. I kept it from you so as not to burden you further, but there have been quite a few requests for you in Vicent as well.
Is that so? For what, pray tell?
Some want you to pass on your extensive knowledge by becoming a school teacher. Others say they want you to help them learn to appreciate music. And, as a request for the elegant and handsome Dohalim, there were even some who wished to be your lover.
Well, that's a scary voice.
Sounds less like people want things from him, and more like they just want him. I wish people talked about me like that.
There he goes, talking like an idiot again.
When it comes to children, they all want you to be their father. Sing them songs, read them stories, that sort of thing. It's actually rather sweet.
I see. Not all things people desire of me are quite so vapid, I suppose.
Yes. As a side note, I should mention that most of these requests happen to come from women. It must be wonderful to be so popular,
Kisara, why are you staring at me with a gaze like the coldest winter?
In the end, it sounds like wherever Dohalim goes, he leaves a string of hearts in his wake.
I certainly do no such thing.
I think there's someone in trouble here.
Well, let's see what they have to say. Masks.
They left. What was that all about?
It sure doesn't seem like any sort of festival. I've got a very bad feeling about this.
The way they didn't seem to be listening to anything brings back some bad memories, huh?
What we saw at Volron's castle. You're right. Just what's going on?
And those masks.
Yeah, they look just like the iron mask I once wore.
We should find someone who can fill us in.
They're all wearing masks.
They aren't responding to anything we say. What's going on?
Maybe we can find someone without a mask. They're all wearing the same masks. Even the Renans. Hey, can you hear me? Hello? It's useless. What's going on? Do these come off?
Removing them should be our last resort. If the masks caused this, who knows what happens if we take them off?
They don't look hurt, but they're so silent. It's creepy.
Either Danon or Renan is fine. Isn't there anyone here without a mask?
Maybe they've taken shelter somewhere. Let's have a look around.
Who is it?
Bayfun? You're safe. What's happening? What was wrong with those people out front?
Well... A while back, some very odd folk showed up in town. They were all wearing masks, but there were both Renans and Danons among them. But that wasn't the weirdest part of the whole thing. Who do you think was leading them?
I don't know. Who?
Nazamil.
What do you mean? How could Nazamil be leading them?
It's exactly as I said. Only one person was wearing a different mask than the others, and it was her. No doubt about it. They called themselves Cal Basil.
The one path.
They said they had come to bring peace. However, their methods made that very hard to believe. They started putting those masks on all the people here, and you saw what happened to them after that.
You mean you couldn't stop them? What happened? Where were the Darkwings?
Nazamil was using some astral art. It was nearly impossible to resist her.
I see. But you managed to slip away and hide here.
What is Nazamil up to? Turning people into her puppets with those masks.
They say they bring peace. And I guess technically, They can't fight if they're all being controlled like that.
Nazamil told us to be patient a little longer, didn't she?
Whatever is going to happen, it must be imminent. Do you know where they were headed?
Shinefall Woods, in Ganeth Harrows. I know it's odd, but when someone asked where they came from, that's where they said their base is.
They're not even trying to hide? Could it be some kind of trap?
We'll just have to go and find out. I see no other options.
Phase 1's coming along well. Soon, Phase 2 will come. Everything is going perfectly. Just you wait.